This us talking to the block, to the moms, to the homies lost, to the ones fighting demons in silence, to the kings and queens that forgot their crown. We four brothers coming straight from mud, hitting the web not for clout but for purse bills. Freedom Night brothers, speaking truth to the mic, shining through the struggle, bringing dark to the light. Block to your soul, let the message ignite. Podcast for the people, every word take flight. Gritty like the grind, hell first we strive. Social heat in the streets, trying to keep hope alive. 4 mics, 1 mission, make the people revive. It's the night time, tune in, feel the vibe. We 4 deep like corners on the block, mics hot in the lab, cooking truth non-stop, no gimmicks. This ain't clickbait chatter, this heartbeat, struggling soul, blacker than batter. Got fam trying to heal, broke bills on the table. Talk health, mental wealth, if we able, we enable. From the hood to the web, we built this escape. Tired of seeing kings trapped in a lowercase fake. Click clack on the keys, we ain't just pie, we preaching. Street slang, health hacks, real talk preaching. See the system rigged, trying to cage our minds, but we cracking the code like it's Columbine. I'm the brother with the blueprint, knowledge in my stash. Turn trauma to armor, pain into cash. 1 mic, 4 voices, no filters, no mask. We ain't just streaming, we building that path. Freedom Night brothers, speaking truth to the mic, shining through the struggle, bringing dark to the light. Block to your soul, let the message ignite. Podcast for the people, every word take flight. Gritty like the grind, health first we strive. Social heat in the streets, trying to keep hope alive. 4 mics, 1 mission, make the people revive. It's the nighttime, tune in, feel the vibe.
Oh yeah, 4 mics, 1 mission. Nighttime, nighttime.
I seen young blood.
Yes.
Right.
Peace.
Hey,
love.
what's going on, my brothers? How y'all doing tonight?
Sure.
Hey, man, beautiful. Give thanks and thankful.
Yo, man, there's always something to be thankful for, Natural. No question about that. David, what's going on with you, my brother?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
Oh, man, good. But hey, man, you've been busy. You've been busy. So, give me a quick little rundown on Sunday's program, last Sunday's program, man. It's great everything. How that go, man? And just give us a quick little blurb on that.
Oh yeah, last Sunday they sponsored a gospel concert at Bates, and they worked me hard, man. I had to set up sound, I had to MC, I had to play drums. They worked me hard, but it was a beautiful evening, and everybody enjoyed themselves, man.
Well, that's what it's all about, brother. So you're pulling double and triple duty, though, eh?
Triple duty, man.
Sometimes you got to be James Brown out this joint, son.
Yes, sir.
And Natural, hardest working man in show business, James Brown.
Yes, sir. I definitely understand that, man, because I've been the sound man, the dance man, the rhyme man, the DJ, and the light man at the same night.
Used to
And
break
engineer,
dance.
my
Oh, you used to break dance too. I remember you used break dancing too.
Shoot, I was doing the sound, I was break dancing, I was DJing when the band got off, and putting the stuff together. Yeah.
Wow.
Shout outs to Margaret. Nick, thank you for joining and
Hey, Margaret,
coming on tonight.
Good to have you with us, Margaret. Number one
star.
star.
You show queen in the scene.
Hey, Miss Mimi Lee, what's going on with you, honey? And as folks come in, just say hi so we can give you a shout out, acknowledge you. We always love our loyal fans. And as we say, tonight for this show is the show where your opinion matters. So we welcome your questions, your comments, and whatever else you have going on. Don't hesitate to write it down. Darlene Collins, DC in the house. How you doing, Darlene?
Definitely. Hey, man, I'd be remiss if I didn't give the Farrakhan family our deepest condolences, man. You know, Honorable Minister Farrakhan's wife passed. Khadijah Farrakhan. She passed recently, and our heart goes out to them. I mean, their union was 72 years, man. They were together for 72 years.
That's incredible.
That's a testimony of love, baby. So I love love, man. So I just, gotta salute their union and then stay beside her man through thick and thicker and thicker. You know what I'm saying? It ain't get too much thin. It just got thicker. So, salute the queen.
Yeah, that's true, because they was always on his back about anything, no matter what he did.
Everything.
It wasn't right. It
good
was
bad.
always
It's never right.
evil, and
Yeah,
let them say it anyway.
How about
Good evening to Darlene Collins. Good evening to Cheryl, the Queen. Cheryl.
Lenny. Cheryl is doing some big things, man, as far as her health is concerned. And Cheryl, we salute you. We salute you, my sister.
Yeah.
Keep that grind going and keep leading the way. Keep shining.
Yeah, my wife saw you over the weekend, Cheryl, and she came home. Because me and my wife been on this health kick. You'll learn about some of this on the show tonight. She came home and said, "Yeah, I saw Cheryl." She said, "Cheryl looks great too." She said, "Cheryl is doing it." And it was I thought it was powerful, just another sister bigging up one of her sisters for doing some great health things. And, the admiration. No hate, just love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just love. That's it. No question.
Nessa! That girl Nessa. What's going on, Vanessa? Man, I saw Vanessa Lenny at the festival when y'all were playing. She was there. And first time I see you, Vanessa. Well, it was good to see you, Vanessa. Hope all is well with you. And Darlene Collins said something going on with the family. You keep your family in prayer, Darlene. Whatever you got going on, we'll lift it up in prayer.
And I heard the Shine Band was shining too at the festival. You mentioned the festival. The Shine Band did their thing, didn't it?
I heard they was shining out that piece.
And shout outs to Bishop Coates too for with some drama this year. There's no doubt about that. There was some drama associated with Juneteenth, the lead up to and that type of thing. But
that was a huge event.
But at the end of the day, it was, it came off the true intent of what that day and celebration was supposed to be. So, I definitely appreciate the fact that he persevered through everything and fought through all of the stuff that he had to go through to make it happen for the community, for the culture.
You need to holler at my boy too, man, because next month I think Family Day comes up. So
Family Day coming up, yeah.
Yes, sir. July 20. It's the last Saturday in July. Whatever that is.
I think the 25th or something like that.
25th.
We're gonna find out and definitely get back to you and make sure we're telling you the true and exact. But you get my brother back on so we can holler at him about that too. That's always
no doubt.
Huge. Indeed.
I'll get up with him tomorrow. All right.
All right, well, look, we're going to get this thing cranking, get moving tonight because we got a lot to go over, Q. All right? Sound good? All right. I'm on the wrong vibe. My bad.
Hey, man, we got the vibes right here, though, baby, because we about to start vibing. Tell them, Q.
We vibing under the city lights. Wherever the wind go take us. If it's good, we make it contagious. Said we vibing, laying on black sand beaches, thinking of what life teaches. So glad and fall from the deep end. Said we vibing under the city lights. Wherever the wind go take us. If it's good, we make it contagious. Said we vibing, laying on black sand beaches, thinking of what life teaches. So glad and fall from the deep end.
We are definitely vibing as always, man, on the Never Brothers show, and we have a couple of things in particular we're going to delve into. Our first vibe for the evening will really talk about the approaching holiday, and the next approaching holiday is the 4th of July, which takes place on this Friday. And I think we want to act, our holidays the same for you, have they changed somewhat? Does the 4th of July still pack that boom of excitement for you? And yeah, we do mean boom. Do you still enjoy the 4th of July, and what kind of festivities do you enjoy on the 4th of July? We're going to talk about that in our first vibe. And then in our second vibe, we're going to switch back to something that is our roots. We're going to talk about how people lose a lot of energy as they age. We're going to talk about a way in which we can boost that energy and get that that energy level to increase like it was prior to when you were a little younger. We're going to talk about fasting and how certain aspects of fasting can really help you with your energy level. So we're going to cover that as well on vibe number 2. So Lenny, back to you because we got a lot to talk about.
Our 50th anniversary, there's only one of these. We're gonna go a little bit harder this year.
The excitement for the 4th of July this year is palpable as people waited in line to get their fireworks.
As many fireworks as we can get.
Yeah, the boom, just all the booms, that's what we're looking for.
Legal fireworks went on sale in Washington for the first time this year on Sunday. And this year being America's 250th brought some fireworks customers out for the first time in a long time.
We haven't been here in 6 years, so we haven't been here since before COVID, and it being the 250th anniversary, we for sure wanted to come out and get fireworks and celebrate the day.
Thomas Olson working on a $250 budget for the 250th. Being a milestone anniversary, Blackjack Fireworks store manager Jeremy Money says preparations have been in the works for years.
We built that into our order years ago for our carryover stock in order that we would have enough inventory to make sure that our customers were taken care of.
Money's store packed to the brim with people procuring their pyrotechnics. And he's also helping people celebrate safely.
All right, you guys, thanks for coming in. Grab a free safety water bucket on your way out.
Free 5-gallon buckets are available for shoppers outside of checkout.
When that firework's done, after you've given it a few minutes to rest, take it, dip it in water, douse it. Don't go straight into your trash bucket with it. Common sense applies, and thankfully we've gotten rain here recently, and so that certainly helps as well.
Other safety tips from fire officials include having a hose nearby and ready to extinguish any fire, don't lean over fireworks when lighting them, never try to relight duds, and avoid areas with dry grass. Fireworks can be set off in unincorporated Clark County from 9 a.m. to midnight on July 4th. Jake Holter, KGW News.
I know up here where I live at in Glen Burnie, man, it'd be 1 o'clock in the morning, fireworks still going off. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they hold true here where I live. I don't know about where you guys are located, but man.
I can tell you one thing. I don't know anybody that outdoes it in DC.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Southeast, if I look to the left, if I look to the right, if I look to behind me, to the front, to the back, it's different neighborhoods shooting off real fireworks. Not the pang pang, but the pow pow. The boom boom.
Gunshots.
Yeah, off, yeah.
No,
not just gunshots. I mean, you hear some guns going off too. I'm talking about fireworks. I'm like, downtown DC, they last for about 45 minutes. In the neighborhoods all around me, it lasts all night long. You said they stopping at 1 or 2 o'clock? No, they stopping at 4 or 5 o'clock. Sun ain't gonna be coming up, so they're gonna start the next day. I'm serious, man. The people gotta be spending G. I ain't playing, man. Ask anybody from DC, anybody live in Northwest, anybody live in Southeast type thing. They'll definitely verify this when they see this later. They're like, yo, shoot, yeah. I don't never have to pay for no fireworks. I just go outside. And sometimes don't have to do that. Just look that way and see what's going on there. But it's you sound like Beirut though.
That's crazy. DC are really off the chain. I'd be afraid to go up in there. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. So look, this is what I want to know about 4th of July because I just heard a couple of people say to me that, I'm not feeling the holiday as much as I used to. So I'm just posing the question. Has your excitement for July 4th changed for the better? Maybe it might have changed for the better. You might, with this 250th thing that they pushing, it might, you might be all amped up for, the proudness of the holiday of the country, or for the worse, because I've heard a lot of people say, the current administration has soured the whole, vibe of 4th of July. So let's go around the horn. Dave, what you think? How you feel about that?
Man. Well, I think it's changed for me. It's varied from year to year. When I was a child, it was very exciting. My father would always get me a new pair of shoes on 4th of July. And, and the family would, get together. You know, we have a big cookout. But since I've gotten older, I've had some 4th of July's where I just chilled and did what I wanted to do. Have somewhere I went to cook out. It just varies now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Happens.
yeah.
You know, depends on what's happening.
Right. I feel you. Arden.
Mhm.
You might want Q to go first.
All right, go ahead, Q. Arden, like he ready to drop a bomb on 4th of July. Literally.
No,
Go ahead.
don't put that out.
Go ahead, Q.
I can't say I'm overly excited about this year. Now, can I enjoy 4th of July? Do I enjoy 4th of July? Yeah, a lot of times I do, because I look at it from a different perspective. It's just an opportunity for me to be with some people that I want to be with, family, friends, and loved ones, people that I'm connected to, and just enjoying their company more so than anything else. As far as from a patriotic standpoint, well, I love this country, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't. But as far as from that aspect of it, not so excited about that part of it. But I am looking forward to being with family and friends, and some of the festivities that go on, the cookouts and the music and concerts. And Dave, we're going to talk a little bit about that in a minute. So there's certain aspects of it that I enjoy. On you to Natural.
Hey man, I can definitely take that hand off right there, because there's some beautiful things as far as just getting people together. And as a people, we've never had a problem about having a good time, especially when we were all able to get together. And this is one of those times people are off, they can get out and they can get together. So always the love of the love. But when we start talking about what it really, represents and what we celebrate, is the fact that I had people in my family, elders and not elders, excuse me, but ancestors in my family fought, for this to be celebrated. But it was the 4th, and they lied, as far as I'm concerned. So it's funny that July, the 4th of July, because what my family got is July. Our ass wasn't free on the 4th of July. Even though we fought for it, first man that died for this country was a black man. Just to keep it official.
So, Lenny, how do you feel about it? Let's get your opinion as well.
Hold on, let me make sure you finish. You finished?
No, we can pass it off. That's definitely cool. But
told you was gonna drop the.
It's a double-edged sword for us all, because we fought for this country. Every time we fought for it, and for it not to represent what it was supposed to represent, not just this time, but even the next time we fought for this country. So, what were you about to say, Lenny?
Now, I'm going to segue on what you're saying, but before I do that, I wanted to read Margaret's comment. She said, I used to look forward to a cookout parade and then the fireworks downtown Annapolis, I can imagine. To me, it's not the same. I prefer to stay at home. A lot of people do not have as many cookouts as they used to enjoy. I would have to agree with that sentiment. Not as many functions. And somewhere along the lines, and that we could go down a whole different street with that. It seems like the succession of family traditions fall off with generation and generation, but I'm not going to get into that. Let me pick back. Exactly. That's why I say I'm just going to touch it and keep moving.
But no, it's actually funny though, because I'm going to a spot that's a family thing on the 4th of July. And so it's still moving, but that's one thing we need to talk about that later on.
No time. But Art, you were saying about picking up on what you were saying, what it was for, and it's supposed to be independence for all, not just sub-segments of the population in America. And I think when Juneteenth was kind of formally introduced to the world, some how many years ago, David? 5-6 years ago, or whatever that was.
People have been
it's been around, but I'm just saying formally taking place as a holiday and really being widely
national holiday. Yeah, made it national.
Exactly. It kind of took a little luster off of the 4th, because I had a new North Star. I had a new my paradigm shift. I was like, oh, this is where I'm supposed to go. Now, I may be lunching, but I'm just saying that's how I felt.
No, it really means something to you. Realistically, that's what it comes down to. And let's be real. The 4th of July, women wasn't free. So, I mean, we can go right down the list of like, the situation. But the bottom line is that I'm happy to get with my family and see everything.
That's
But
right.
but segue into something a little bit more not as controversial. Since we are celebrating, we're gonna usually be eating. So, fellas, audience, what's the foods that you gotta eat on the 4th of July? What is a must-have for your family tradition, David, or for just your personal menu? Now, we're right here in Maryland, so I'm just wondering if there's anything local delicacies that you gotta have, brother.
Well, I would say it's always nice to have some crabs.
There you go.
Everybody had to.
And not particularly like the crab claws, because the meat is right there. But they gonna price gouge you on the 4th of July weekend because they know everybody wants. So I probably won't have them on the 4th of July for that reason.
Yes.
But other than that, it's always good to have some good old deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Good old dog and some deviled eggs and some potato salad. You know what I mean?
There you go. You rocking with the best now.
Yes, sir.
So, it's definitely, you gotta have potato salad. You're absolutely right.
Go ahead, boy. Stop playing. Stop playing.
You got to have some potato salad.
That's right.
Some corn on the cob.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
You
feeling your
burger.
menu.
I guess veggie burger. I got it. I usually grab a veggie burger or mock sausage or whatever else, like vegan sausage or whatever. Just to kind of fit in. Some baked beans. Some baked beans.
You just stole mine. You just stole mine right there, Natural. The baked beans.
Yeah, you got to have some baked beans. You know what I mean? It ain't 4th of July. It ain't a cookout if you ain't got no baked beans. Let's be real.
For sure.
Those are the things. Some watermelon. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No doubt.
Yeah. Watermelon.
Yeah.
And you know what? If somebody kind of rough, huh?
I said I can rock at your cookout so far.
If somebody has some locally grown or like some really like seasoned potato. What are they called?
Corn?
Peaches. I know it's kind of off the beat, but ripe peaches, especially like them peaches from Georgia or whatever else coming straight up, man, it's like, that's cool. I'm good.
Hey, let me ask you this: since you brought up watermelon, and Q, you up next. Have you ever had watermelon that somebody actually grilled the watermelon?
I've had it.
I'm familiar.
You've had it before?
But
I've had it before.
And it had a little smokiness to it,
Exactly. A little smoke.
Yeah. Audience, let me know if you had that, audience. Let me know. Potato salad, baked beans, and a burnt hot dog. That's what Cheryl Queen said.
That's right.
Hey, man, some people want it well done.
That's right. We like it black.
Easy.
Black! Go ahead, Q. What's up?
Blizzy.
A couple of mine have already been mentioned, but corn. Locally, the Eastern Shore Silver Queen corn. If you guys have ever had that corn is off the charts. It's grown and sold mostly over the bridge, but man, it's so sweet. You don't need any butter or anything else. You can just like it is. You can even grill it right in the husk. Pull those husks, strip those husks down, and just go in. Just go in on it. And
you kicking the ballistics on it, so you don't need butter.
I mean, it's like that. If you try it, it's like that. Also, guys, everybody mentioned baked beans. Nothing like some great baked beans, and also potato salad. Yeah, that's a must. Oh, and then David both said, in particular, your wife's potato salad, laddie.
No doubt, best in the world. I'm gonna live by that.
Hey, you can't be playing bringing no potato salad to a cookout. You better be right with it, because black people will let you know.
Yes, sir. Who put raisins in potato salad? Who put raisins in it?
Is that cranberry?
How about that? All right, y'all. Look. So the evening progressed. It's now nightfall or getting, to be dark. So fireworks jump off. What's your choice, Dave? You ever go downtown, go to DC, go to a large public venue to rock with it, or a smaller thing like a family? You shoot your own fireworks. Talk to me.
Yeah, I usually find somebody who got some illegal fireworks. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about the ones you buy at the little stations. I'm talking about them who went out of town to get them and bring them back to Maryland. Yeah, the legal ones. That's
they get the boom boom.
Yeah.
They get the real boom booms.
Man. I hate it.
That's funny.
Mimi threw a good one there too. Tuna with mac and tuna.
Oh yeah. Now, she made some of that a couple of weeks ago, man, and I went crazy. I got to tell you, Mimi, that tuna macaroni for a couple of weeks ago was banging.
But Q,
I'm surprised nobody said barbecue ribs. But
ribs, yes sir. I don't cook them, but if they're right, especially if they're not all tough. I'll work on them.
I know we shifted to the fireworks, but since we went back to the food, that food was calling us. We went back. I will say though, I'd rather have something cooked on a grill that has charcoal or has smoke or something like that instead of gas. I don't know. To me, it just different taste. But anyway, fireworks. Hugh, you like a big old venue or a small joint where you lighting off, in the backyard?
I can enjoy either one, but if I have to choose one, I like the big venues because sometimes, man, they can be tremendous. And I've even gone to some fireworks where now they're going beyond fireworks. They're incorporating drones and having drone shows. And we've never had the opportunity to see a drone show. You're missing a treat there. Mimi and I attended one last year. We're going to talk more about that a little later. But my choice would be, if I can only do one, I'd rather do a large venue.
How about you, Arden?
I just go outside. I mean, like I said, I go outside and sit down on the step, or I go out in the back and sit down on the deck. And usually on the deck, you can see like all the jokes. And I'm not talking about nobody running around with no sparklers and nothing. I mean, like the boom, 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 boom.
Right.
And it's just, I don't know, neighborhoods just spending thousands of dollars, but all night long. You think I'm lying? Just after your fireworks are over, and if they last till 10, 11, 12 o'clock, after that's over, come to Division Road off the southeast or in northeast, or come over to southeast, or go just straight down East Capitol.
Hey,
Stop
Arden.
on East Capitol, look to the left, look to the right, and you're gonna be entertained, and you understand what I'm saying. And it could be 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's still going on. It's still popping.
Arden, this year, I think the mayor of DC, they pushed the fireworks back to starting at 11 p.m. for some reason. I don't know if it's weather related.
Wow.
But some reason the fireworks in DC on the mall in Washington, DC starts at 11 p.m. this year, so which is kind of different.
Do they have some more shows going on for them, or
I don't know if it was weather related or something with the 250th celebration that they have going on there.
That's awful late for a lot of families, though. That is awful late for families, particularly those with young children. That's kind of difficult.
Yeah. I saw it on the news. Cheryl says she enjoys.
Service announcement. If your children is too late for them, just drive up the street, go to southeast or northeast, because when it get dark there, they're gonna start shooting them off, and they ain't gonna stop. So when they get tired, they can go home, and you could probably put them to sleep and go down there till at 11 o'clock and see a whole nother show and do your thing. So yeah,
I was actually thinking about that. But I might do something at the house. But I like both. My neighborhood is it's not quite as what you described, Arden, but Q, you've been down to my house on the 4th.
Oh, I have
too. Everybody got something going. I can just sit on the porch, and that's what I really love. I can sit on my own porch. I'm at my own house, and I can just turn around, look over here, look over
That's
there,
it.
and it's jumping off, and I can still have my
right.
favorite beverage, my food. I'm in the safe and sanctity of my home. I don't have to drive. So
Right.
I'm starting to like that. But look, last question on the fourth, baby. On the fourth, just the fourth of the fourth question. What activities that really kind of resonates with you during the holiday best? Like traveling out of town? Are you the type that want to go out of town? Are you the type of person that want to rock with some type of music show or concert? And barbecuing? Are you the barbecuer? Are you like the chef master, grill master? Or are you one of them water beach activity persons that just got to be in the water, around the water? What say you, Q?
All of the above. I enjoy all of the above, and I'm adaptable to wherever I am, whatever's going on. I can enjoy each and every one of those things because I find enjoyment in all of those. Whether it's the beach, whether it's grilling and working the grill, whether it's at a concert, whether it's just chilling, kicking it and chilling with friends. I can enjoy every one of those environments. So that's my answer.
How about you, Lloyd?
Everything besides the concerts, big events, a lot of people. I'm not going to be around a whole lot of people on the 4th of July, Halloween, anything like that. It's too many variables and it's too much booming going around for me to identify what's really going on. So yeah, I'm uncomfortable.
Hey, look,
I might be
David.
I might be at your house, you know what I mean? So where I can look around, I see the boom boom, and I can go right back in my house. So I'm right in front of my house. So whatever I need, I'm straight.
Well, David is actually performing at an event. David, why don't you tell us about what your 4th of July gonna look like?
Yeah, man, this is the 10th annual Cherry Hill Arts and Music Waterfront Festival, and this is probably about the 4th year in a row that I've done it. And I didn't hear about it until we started getting booked to do it. I had never heard about it, but it's right there on the water. It's plenty of space for families. It's really a beautiful thing, and I haven't ever heard of any riffraff going on at this event. Usually I'm out of there before night because I usually perform afternoon and hang around for a little bit, but it seems like a very family oriented beautiful time.
And they do fireworks there afterwards too.
And Q can talk about that because he's seen the fireworks. I've never actually seen it, but Q been there. Go ahead.
I did have the opportunity to go there last year, and they had a tremendous fireworks show there, right on the water. Beautiful. You could get your chairs and sit right on the water. And they had the drone show, as I was speaking of too. I was first introduced to drone shows in Virginia Beach, but they had an awesome drone show there in Cherry Hill as well, which I found very impressive. So it's a nice spot. Bring your lawn chairs, bring your picnic basket, bring whatever you want to, and sit right there on the water. It's pretty nice.
So this is in Cherry Hill. For some reason, I thought it was Druid Hill, but Cherry Hill. So you're just talking about just after Glen Burnie. Boom, you right there.
Yeah, not that far.
Okay.
South Baltimore, I guess.
Okay. I see that. All right, cool.
Very
All right, y'all.
Green grass.
I mean,
Open space and green grass.
Oh yeah, green grass. It's not a concrete thing; it's a green grass thing.
Oh yes,
wow.
Indeed.
Okay. Well, best to you on there, David. You never know, we might pop through. See how
2
my
o'clock.
house thing goes.
I go
2
on
o'clock.
at 2
I
o'clock.
might could actually come there and then be back home and do my thing in the evening. So, all right, sounds good. Well, look, let's keep it moving, y'all.
Overnourish our body by eating too frequently, we create this insulin resistant situation. Every single person that has a slow metabolism, they went on many diets. And the diets that destroy the metabolism the most, where you're going to be eating 5 to 6 small meals a day. And so you're going to snack before a meal so you don't overeat, because this crazy idea that too many calories equal weight gain. Actually, it's more of the frequency of meals that creates insulin resistance, that creates chronic disease, that will make you very, very overweight. But when we start to not eat so frequently and we start to do intermittent fasting, things start turning around. Let's get into the benefits of intermittent fasting and prolonged fasting. If you were to eat right now, your insulin will go up. And because insulin is going to go up, that higher insulin is going to prevent a lot of good things that are going to happen. Let's say you're going to fast for 18 hours, and then you're going to eat at, let's say, 12 o'clock noon, and then you'll eat at 6 o'clock. So that's a 6-hour eating window, and then you have an 18-hour fasting window. A lot of benefits are going to happen if you do that, okay? You're going to lose weight in your midsection. You are going to feel better mentally. Your mood will come up, and your inflammation will start going down as well. When you do intermittent fasting, you're not really tapping in to all the stored sugar in your liver unless you start doing prolonged fasting. So let's say, for example, we're fasting from 24 hours one day to 48 hours 2 days. What's going to happen when you start doing this is you are going to take the benefits that I just mentioned and start to turn them way up. And one thing that's going to happen is you're going to deplete most of your glycogen in your liver. It's like a sponge with water. You're holding a lot of fluid. So in other words, you're going to lose a good amount of weight. And some people mistake that with actual fat loss. It's actually water loss. This is why when you start doing prolonged fasting, you'll lose the water first and then it plateaus. That doesn't mean it's not working. It just means that you dumped a lot of water with that stored sugar. When you start doing prolonged fasting, 1 to 2 days, you are going to be burning mostly ketones. 87% of your fuel is ketones. You're not feeding your microbes, but they're thriving. Your hormones, especially human growth hormone, will start to go straight up and vertical. In men, you can increase that growth hormone when you do fasting by 2,000%. So you're not going to be losing muscle, but it actually will help the growth of muscle, but it will also help the burning of fat. It's one of the most powerful fat-burning hormones. You're going to notice the benefits on your brain because you have a higher level of ketones feeding the neurons. Autophagy is going to kick in. Autophagy is where you're taking the junk and you're turning it into new cells. So think of the self-cleaning oven, and it's a magical process where you have to get certain resources and fuel from somewhere. And so your body will definitely tap into your fat, but it will also tap into stuff that's not really needed in the body. And it starts to convert that into very valuable resources that your body needs. You see, you cannot go into autophagy when you nourish your body, when you're eating. Even when you take supplements, you're not going to significantly increase autophagy. It's only when you don't eat. Prolonged fasting allows you to prune your brain and it allows you to build new brain cells. You only do that to a certain degree but with intermittent fasting, but a lot more when you do prolonged fasting. Insulin powerfully shuts down autophagy. Insulin shuts down fat burning. It shuts down the regrowing of the brain cells. And with that, what happens when you fast longer? Let's say we're going to go to 72 hours. Autophagy starts cleaning up intracellular pathogens. I'm talking about viruses. I'm talking about Epstein-Barr virus, even the herpes virus. Do you realize that there's no drug or even no supplement that can actually get rid of these latent viruses? The only way to get rid of them is through prolonged fasting. But
right there. But before
Boom,
and
that
talk
dropped
about
the
this.
bomb.
Well, go ahead, David. Tell them what's up.
Davey D.
Listen, we want to let y'all know. I know y'all don't believe this. I know you don't believe it, but we are actually not doctors or physicians. We are not providing medical advice. This info is for educational purposes only. If you have a medical condition, please seek advice from your physician before attempting anything seen on this here Night Brothers show.
Thank you, brother. Keep us legal. Keep us legal, brother.
They can't. But what was you saying about they could pay? They could definitely cut a check and they could send it to Kenny Dizzle. The Kenny Dizzle job. Yeah.
No doubt. So David, we're gonna come right back. We're gonna come right back to you, David. Talk about that video. Talked about various fasts. I didn't play the whole thing, but if you want to go check out Dr. Berg, Dr. Berg, BERG, and just put fasting in. He has all kinds of great stuff. But from 16 to 18-hour fasting all the way up to 72 hours. So you're talking about the 16-8 fasting regimen. Give some of the benefits, and especially we're talking to our audience that's over 40, where stuff that happened and now you just fatter than you want to be at that age and you're trying to be stagnant. Talk to that audience and How can this help?
Absolutely. First of all, the body is amazing. God has made us so amazing. You know what I mean? What we can do, what the body is able to do. But the 16 to 18 hours seems like kind of the sweet spot a little bit. Insulin levels drop, regulates blood sugar, hunger hormones become balanced over time. Mental focus and clarity often occurs, and the body begins to clean cells and repair cells during that 16-hour fast. It probably, Q and you guys are each of you are the experts, I would say, to me, because you've done it. But it may be a little difficult in the beginning, but your body can do amazing things if you can go ahead and work your way through it.
Absolutely.
Who is this? So you're talking 16-8, so that's usually like the beginning, like step one if you get into intermittent fasting. Who is it more suited for? What type of person? Or talk to that for us.
I would say it's suited for people with no fasting experience. I know I've done it myself, or not. I was doing it and jumping back on it. But in my recommendation, although I'm not a physician, would be to don't do it where you can sleep through some of it. Because correct me if I'm wrong, fasting is not eating is not eating.
That's right.
No doubt.
I've seen people want to fast, do their whole fast during the time they up. Well, why are you gonna put yourself through all that? Start in the evening and do it through some of the time that you can sleep through some of the pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no doubt. I couldn't agree with you more on that at all. So when you say you tried it yourself, give people, because I know we're fasters, the three of us on this side of the screen. But I know you told me about a couple of months ago you felt like you was getting a little bit beyond what you wanted to be as a weight wise and clothes, and you had performances. So you tried it out. Can you give people, because they're probably closer to your experience than anything, those that's thinking about it. Talk to that a little bit for those that's on the fence.
I would say just do it. It's really not that difficult. Like I said, you stop eating at 6 o'clock in the evening or 7, and you pick up your fast 14 hours later. You've slept through most of it. You can drink water, correct, fellas?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
You can drink water, so water will do amazing things too. Fill you up and that sort of thing. So just like jumping in a cold pool, you just gotta jump in and then you'll get warm.
I like that analogy. Love that.
It might be a little uncomfortable when you jump in that pool, but you get warm, don't you?
No doubt.
I like that.
Jump in.
All right, I got 2 questions for you. I'm gonna leave them both on the screen, and you kind of transition as you feel comfortable. So now we're gonna progress in time. Let's say you've got that 16-8 thing down, right? So you used to doing the 16-8 fast, and now you want more results. So talk to about what happens if you start moving into that 24 to 48 hour fasting windows of time. What additional benefits happen? Particularly, we're talking about 40 and over people that need something to happen because stuff then went off the rails.
Yeah, the breakthrough. The breakthrough. Yeah. One good thing about it is, even doing that up to 18, you break it into starting autophagy. But after that, you just all the way in, and this is allowed to kind of burn with most of what you've eaten is already cleaned out. So when you move from 24 to 48 hours, your body moves into a deeper fat burning and healing state, which is really beneficial because your glycogen storages really become depleted at that point in time, because that's what it's going to go in and grab. It's going to increase your fat burning and to a whole nother level, to the point where people see you a few weeks later, if you kind of just do it maybe once a week and kind of and do then your 16-8 the rest of the week, they'll see you and like, man, you lost a lot of fat, it looks like, or you've dropped in weight. but your ketone production rises, providing an alternate fuel for your brain. And correct me if I'm wrong. In that 24 hours, that 48 hours, one, you don't have to think about eating, which is great. But two, you think much clearer, and it just seems like you don't get those tired moves at like midday. You know what I'm saying, Lenny? Do you feel like you're
Yep.
crashing midday when you're fasting like all day for 48 or whatever that is? It just kind of it just retains that energy, and I guess it's a better fuel, like I said. Inflammation may decrease. You'll find a lot of less inflammation, your knees and your whatever those points are, maybe lower back or whatever that is. And I encourage stretching while you're fasting. It's very important. Your autophagy increases, helping to remove damaged cells. Growth hormones levels rise, helping prevent muscle loss, and it just cleans out the unwanted cells. It's kind of amazing what happens, and that it's not common knowledge to do this. Key differences, if I may jump right into that real quick. Key differences key differences. While your 16 to 18-hour fast, primarily, provides a metabolic kind of and metabolic, and also a really good fat burning situation consistently. The 24 to 48, enhances cellular repair, really helps with inflammation reduction, and it helps your flexibility and your metabolic flexibility, which is so important. And what I would suggest this for, and this type of fasting is, kind of do what Dave said. Start off with your 16-8, get into a groove, have some success there, and kind of feel like, yeah, I'm comfortable here. And sometimes, if you really need something to happen, I just say do that so you can kind of get used to what it is. And then maybe once a week do a 24-hour, or feel good, maybe go to a next day. Anybody that's hitting a plateau or feel like they intermittent fasting, maybe they're doing 16, 18, and maybe pushed it up to 24. And they feel like, yeah, they want to do something. Maybe one day a week, say, you know what, I'm gonna skip that, and then go from there. But it's really beautiful what happens to you while you're doing that, especially if you focus on eating good food and good quality food while you're eating. But Lenny, can you kind of give us a little insight on what happens when a prolonged fast up to like 72 hours? What's the benefits there? I know you've been messing around with that also.
Yeah, Arden, I started. I went to this party. Let me just make it personal. I went
Come
to
on,
this
it's
party,
a
man.
72-hour fast started at a party?
No, I went to this party about a couple months ago, right? And I know, look, I usually gain a little bit over the holidays and all that type of stuff. I'd rather carry, I've said this several times, I'd rather carry weight through the winter than I do the summer. But like, it was like March, and I was still fatter than I wanted to be. So I was like, and I looked around, I said, damn, I must be one of the biggest people up in this joint. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, just changes 2 days. So when I got home, I said, I'm going to start, fasting. Because as a faster, you're right, or we intermittent fasting. We've been doing this for years. But you have those segments of time where you get off track and you just find yourself slowly and gradually not fasting as much as you thought you were, because you're eating a little bit too much during the course of the day and you pick up this weight. So I said, I really need, and so I went to my 24-hour fasting. It wasn't doing enough for me. Still wasn't having a result. I said, I'm going to have to go all out, go hard, So I went to a 48-hour fast, and the biggest challenge with the 48-hour fast is going to sleep at night and not eating. If you could get past that mental hurdle, when you wake up the next morning,
that's right.
It's like it's not like a new day. It is a new day, and your body senses that it's a new day because of your biorhythms that's connected to your circadian clock. Notice in the morning, if you haven't been used to eating in the morning, you're not going to be hungry in the morning, so you can just keep going. And so that's what I did, David. So next thing I know, I was on 48 hours, and I was just saying, can I get through one more night? You know what I'm saying? And don't eat. Because in the morning, I know it's a gospel song that says, be all right in the morning. But anyway, so the next morning I was good. And I was like, dang, so now I was into my 60 some hours, going into 70 hours. So I started doing these and felt good as usual, lost some weight. And then I read this thing called rolling fast. What that means is you fast for 72 hours, then you eat for like 6 hours. Then when that's over, you hit the clock again. And I got this little app on my phone. And you start fasting again for another 72 hours. I did that this entire month of June. So every day I would fast it was between 48 and 72 hours. And that was my fasting cycles for the entire month of June. And I didn't get on a scale, but I know because I get into stuff like I was wearing this shirt like a couple of years ago. I couldn't wear this shirt. You know what I mean? I threw this joint on, went to the gym today, and I was just saying, that's my metric. It really is. And like everything in my closet now is available again, which it wasn't a couple months ago. And I'm going to just tell you, what it did for me more than anything than losing weight was when you do a fast like this, it's very mental. You have to be very mentally tuned in. And you really have to listen to your body and look at, and when something happens in your body, don't react. Just stop and internalize what's going on. Am I really hungry? Am I really hungry? Let me go get some water and see if I'm really hungry. And let me take a little salt, put it in my hand, in my palm, and lick it and drink some water. Am I still hungry? Usually it goes away very fast. Because hunger is not constant. It comes in waves, and the waves are usually no more than a half hour. When I learned that, I mastered prolonged fasting. And one thing that I really would say to anybody is that it gives you back control, not just of your eating, but of everything. It really gives you back control of almost everything in your life. Things that, because that's why fasting is so tied to religion. Because once you can master that and deny self for the good of something else, and make it personal and spiritual and everything else, you gain back control, man, into a lot of things. So now it transitions into, doing better at finances, doing better at work, doing better with your relationships. All those type of things start coming back as well. So that's been my experience, Arden. And if I had to say how much I lost, I would say in this month's time, and no lie, I probably lost about 35, 40 pounds. In 1 month. Like in 1 month. And because I'm doing one right after another. As soon as I finish 148 or 72 hour fast, like I just ate before the show came on, right? And that was 48 hours ago. That was last time I ate was on Sunday. So it's amazing what can happen with that. And but I gained control back of a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff mentally that I was like getting sluggish.
How much water are you drinking during that time?
A lot.
Yeah.
A whole lot.
And see, the other thing, I want to definitely let people know that this is not Lenny's first time doing a rolling 48. He's done some rolling 48s before. Rolling 72s is definitely a next level. Just so people just don't want to, jump off the deep end. And he's walking 3 miles a day. Generally, you hitting.
I walk at least 24 miles per week. I walk at least 4 times. Every time I walk, it's a minimum of 6 miles. So now I'm going to the gym a lot more and I'm actually doing resistance training because when you lose weight, fasting like that, you want to maintain your muscle, your lean muscle mass. So that's what I'm really going to the gym, pushing weights and that type of thing. And the walking helps me lose too much almost at a certain point. Isn't that crazy? When you can't lose weight, but all of a sudden you're losing too much, Quavy. You know what I mean? Right. But anyway, it's recommended for somebody that has went through what David said, 16.8, went through what Arden said, made it up to 24, and you really want to press the needle and see how far you can go and really kind of reset your entire body and start healing stuff. All these, I was having pains in my side and all. I forgot about all that stuff. It just went away. Like everything just went away. All these ailments just went away to the point where I forgot all about it. My wife is on it now. She's like, we quit alcohol. You know what I mean? Because the thing is, your taste buds change. It takes away a lot of stuff. But anyway, Q, jump into these two questions right here, talking about does this type of fasting weight loss at different stages and different methods and hours, and is it always the best protocol, and who is more suited for this? Talk about those few things, brother.
Well, I'm gonna have to back it up first, and some things some information I think that it's very important that we get out here, because I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea about fasting and about what it can and cannot do. First of all, for every person, every individual, fasting has a different effect. The way it affects me may not be the way it affects you. Okay, everybody's not going to affect everybody the same. I've noticed that women, the effects of fasting on women are somewhat different than they are on men. Men have a tendency to lose weight a little quicker than women do when it comes to fasting, and that's just it is for some reason. I don't know if it's just because of our internal makeup or whatever the case may be. But the thing is, you want to be intentional about your objective. You know, identify what your objective is. Why are you doing this? That'll help you determine what method of fasting or what length of fasting you really want to use. If you're someone who just wants to, like David said, he wants to just, okay, maybe I need to just tighten up on things a little bit, and I want to get things back under control. 16 to 18 hour fast is probably suitable for you. It's an introductory course, more or less. Get you a chance to get used to it. Because I want people to understand that when you begin fasting, your body is going to fight against you guys. I don't want people to just come out here and think, oh man, it's easy. No, it's not easy in the beginning. In the beginning, it's going to be a fight because your body is used to having this food come on a consistent basis. And when you take that away, you're going to have some challenges with your body. You may get headaches for the first few days. You're going to feel these strong hunger pains, things of that nature. But as David said earlier, and Arden talked about, the body is amazing, and your body will adapt to those changes in a few days. Once you get through that stage, and you get used to fasting on a 16-hour clip, then you can increase that. Now, as far as the weight loss concerned, I find that you could lose weight on a 16 to 18-hour fast. It may take a little longer to do so because you're not burning as much fat. At that point, you're just burning off the fat, the food that you have in your body. And then after you burnt off that food in your body, then your body goes to that stored fat and start to use that for energy. 16 to 18 hours may not give you enough time to burn a significant amount of fat. That's why you may have to stretch it to 20 hours, 24 hours, and your body starts to use more fat as fuel. And then you'll start to see more consistent weight loss, and you'll notice some other changes in your body. When you go beyond that, when you go 24 to 48 hours, man, like we said, a whole other level kicks in. You're going to be running almost exclusively off stored fat then, which means weight loss is inevitable because you're burning up just stored fat. You're not.
That's what Q, and I'll jump in on you, but that's what happens, and that's what I guess Arden was trying to say earlier, that after you get past what David said, the 18-hour fast, you go to the 24-hour fast, then you go to a 48-hour fast, your insulin levels become so low, and what stops you from losing weight is every time you eat, your insulin spikes. It keeps spiking. Yeah. And if it just keeps spiking all day because you're eating all day, and that's 6 meals a day type of stuff, your insulin is just constantly going to be spiking. And your insulin needs to be low in that level in order for you to start losing. So you're doing this for a couple of days, it has nothing else but to do to start attacking fat and just burning up stuff that's just been sitting in it. And not only the subcutaneous fat, but the visceral fat. Yes. Visceral fat is what's lined up around your organs, your heart, all these different areas, your liver and everything else. And these organs start to malfunction. And that's what happens to us in our communities. That the organs start to malfunction because we're not giving our our bodies a chance. But go ahead, Q. I'm sorry.
Also, the fact of autophagy, I want people to understand what autophagy really is. Autophagy doesn't take cells out. What it does is autophagy takes those cells that have been damaged within your body, and autophagy happens after you've been fasting, probably, at least you got to be beyond 24 to 48 hours at least. Autophagy just takes, what happens is it takes those damaged cells and it like repurposes them. It takes them and revitalizes them and make those cells vibrant cells once again, so that those things that were dirty in your body have been cleaned up. It's almost like a self-cleaning oven, like the way it was explained. So that's what happens with autophagy. And I know we're kind of running short of time tonight, Lord. We don't want to keep going on, but those are some of the, you will lose weight with an extended fast. At a certain point, like I only fast like about 18 to 20 hours at this point, because I don't want to lose any more weight. I'm more like in a maintenance phase. So I fast anywhere from 18 to 20 hours a day. And but I'm gonna tell you one thing about fasting. I have never had an issue with gaining weight back. Maybe I'm one of the fortunate few, but once I lost the weight, it just never came back.
No, I think you just
if you walking and doing this, even if you do a 16-8 or you do a 16-8, whatever, or even a little higher than that, but you will lose some weight doing a 16-8 and walking and just doing some exercise, eating good food.
The key with any of them is going to be consistency, guys. You got to be consistent. Like I said, being intentional about what you're trying to do. Consistency matters. All right,
I watched this guy's video, and he terms as imperfect consistency, which means you can F this up. Because Lisa asked me, do I chew gum with it? And gum got calories in it. Yeah, sometimes I chew gum during certain days, but it's like 5 calories in gum. So especially sugar-free gum. So I ain't tripping off of that. That 5 calories doesn't compare to the 2,000 or the 3,000 out of 8 that I missed out on that day. You know what I mean? So you could F it up and still succeed, but you got to start off slow. Give yourself a week of doing it the David's way, a week of doing it Arden's way. Then when you feel like you're ready to transition into it, the biggest thing with all of this is it's not about weight loss as much as, do you want to live and the quality of your life be better because your body is functioning at a level that's much better than what it was when you had all these ailments and all this type of stuff, and you go to the doctors, all they're going to do is just keep giving you pills. And I'm not knocking doctors. I mean, it has its useful place, but you can take back control of your life. The Bible tells you. The Bible talks about fasting a lot. But anyway, go ahead, Q, close this out.
Well, I just wanted David asked you, what are you drinking? Are you drinking water? I want people to realize you can drink water, but you can also drink, if you have some flavor or something, you can also have black coffee. You could have green tea, or some kind of tea. But as long as you're not adding sugar or cream to it, you're not breaking your fast. So you can have those type of things. You could even slice and if you had to, like you just said, Lenny, if you just want to slice a lemon and put it in your water, that's fine, because that's like uptick is not going to do anything to really kick you out of fasting mode, fat burning mode. So
yeah, I do that all day long. I do it all day long.
It'll help you.
When we get a chance, we'll run through some stuff that, if you're interested in this, is some teas that you can take to help, kill different parasites and help flush your system, help cleanse your blood at the same time, and that works while you're doing the fast at the point because it's a tea and it won't be sweetened. So
no doubt. All right, y'all. Look, peace out. I hope y'all have a great holiday, vacation. I mean, not vacation, holiday. Great holiday, 4th of July. For the culture on the 4th, baby, and rock with it. And y'all have a good, safe one. No doubt. All right, y'all. Good night. See y'all next week.
Oh, listen, we got some great guests coming in too. We have some great guests, including Anne Arundel County executive candidate Allison Pickett. We're going to have her lined up soon, and we're going to have her on for an interview. She surprised everybody by winning the Democratic primary in Anne Arundel County. So we're going to get her lined up. David and I are going to get that taken care of, and we're going to have her on the show very soon. along with some other great guests.
No doubt. All right, y'all. Good night, folks.
Deuces. Culture.